Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Wasteland 3. In the last episode, we went through the Ranger HQ and looked around what we were doing. Now we're going to go to downtown Colorado Springs. And this is going to be a bit of a shorter episode, like 30 minutes or so. Because I've been going over, so I need to sort of reel it back. Colorado Springs usually gets its oil from the Gippers, the cult that controls most of the state's food production. Unfortunately, because of recent events, they've turned the oil production off to the city. So, Emmeline.
Please, you don't look like marshals. Do you work for the Patriarch?
We're the Rangers. We work for anyone who needs our help.
Then my boy needs your help. He's going to be executed. And they won't listen when I say he's no killer. Judge Watkins has sentenced my son to die. Austin is all I have left. Everyone else died on the plains. He's a good boy. He never hurt anyone. I'm sure of it. Please, maybe Watkins will listen to you.
Okay. What happened? Why was your son sentenced to death?
I don't even know why he was rounded up. He won't tell me. Says he's embarrassed. I know they caught him doing something wrong, but he says he never hurt anyone.
Okay.
If you talk to him, maybe he'll tell you what happened. Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than your mother. I know that much.
Okay.
Please, help my son!
Don't know. Oh, Austin is the son. Okay, right, so he's over there. So let's go have a word to him in a second. But first, let's have a look at what's going on over here. Okay. Austin?
The deluge of Dorsey scum!
Teenage prisoner is gaunt and pale, his hair is tousled and greasy, his face angular with hunger. He stares at the pillows with dread, swallowing occasionally. He stares at you, sees you staring at him and snaps back to reality.
I didn't mean to ignore you. Just got a lot on my mind.
How'd you get in trouble with the marshals?
Made a real big mistake. See, the Plains gangs chased my mom and me off our land. We lost everything. Heard this was a place of God-fearing people and thought they'd do right by us.
Okay.
People here kept us out in the cold, letting us starve to death while they sat inside, warm and fed. Then the Dorseys came and gave me some food and some kindness and asked me to do some vandalism. I figured what was the harm? I never killed no one, but I did bust some windows. Marshals caught me doing it, and they said I was working with the Dorseys. Magistrate agreed, so here I am.
Okay.
Mom would have talked me out of it. I should have talked to her first.
I'm not sure vandalism is worth dying for. Why'd you do it?
We were starving. No two ways about it. We were going to die. Dorseys gave us food. I figured a few windows was a worthwhile trade for the bread and meat that saved our lives.
Do you still think so? Doesn't seem like the punishment fits the crime.
I thought it was too harsh, but what happens if I speak up now? Will they come after my mom? I can't take the chance.
No, we'll sort you out, don't worry. Let's say we can free you. What's that worth to you?
Magistrate's a hard man. I wish I could believe it'd work. I'd do anything for someone who could get me free without hurting anybody in the process.
Okay.
Guess I don't have any money to give you, but I'd pay you back in hard work, if you'll have me.
Okay. Goodbye.
Nice talking to you.
Right. Magistrate. What's up, buddy? This dour man looks out at the pillories with an expression of grim satisfaction. His sallow skin pulls tight over his face, and his thin lips press together in a hard line.
Howdy, Judge. How's your heart? Still colder than a well digger's ass?
Marshal Quan, impertinent as ever, I see. Rangers, I am Magistrate Silas Watkins. I have heard of your arrival, partly from the confessions of the Dorsey Raiders. You'll be pleased to know that I sentenced them to death for their part in the attack on the city and your convoy.
Cool. Austin Pease says he didn't kill anyone. Will it take to free him?
His crimes are still severe. He was part of the Dorsey uprising. He caused significant property damage. His actions diverted marshals from responding to reports of attacks, magnifying the harm the Dorseys were able to inflict. Argue a case, and I might show lenience.
Okay. What if the Rangers were to pay for his damages and assume guardianship over the boy?
You wish to compensate the city and the owners of the damaged properties for their losses.
Yes.
I can facilitate that. That's the price in Colorado dollars.
Okay, here you go. He takes the money, writes a receipt for you, and jots a note in the battered ledger. He tucks the ledger back in his robes.
This is irregular, but it is within my powers to grant you full custody of Austin Peace. Any further infractions he may commit are the Ranger's responsibility.
Understood.
I would recommend keeping him out of trouble. You should inform the boy. Best he hears the good news from you.
Okay. Austin. Right, so how much... I think that's like all of my money. $200 seems like a lot of money to just throw away. In fact, I might have had exactly $200.
No mercy on your souls, Colorado.
Although I don't know how to tell. Oh no, I've got 11 money left, so I nearly spent all of my money saving him.
Still here. Not looking forward to what comes next.
Don't worry, buddy. We talked to the magistrate. He says he'll release you, but you'll be working for us now.
What? Are you serious? You really saved my life and,
Mm-hmm.
and I get to be a ranger?
Yep.
Soon as they let me free, I'm going straight to your headquarters. I'll do whatever you need me to do. Clean guns, scrub toilets, you name it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No regret.
There you go, man.
No
You
repentance.
Rangers are heroes. I'm gonna tell everyone.
No regret. No repentance.
Taunt the prisoners all you want. They deserve it.
A lot of folks were shot down on the street.
Right, Harley, how you doing?
Mom? Oh, sorry. Never mind.
What's up? Just a minute. Can we talk to you?
Why? What do you want?
Do you need help?
No, please, I just need you to go away. Please.
You're expecting your mother. Where is she?
I don't know. We were heading to Colorado Springs with a lot of other folks when we got separated.
Mm-hmm.
I hurried here as quick as I could after, but I ain't found her anywhere. I keep hoping.
I wouldn't hold out hope in this climate. You got separated?
There was this smiling lady. She said she had some food, and I could take some back to my mom if I came with her. And next thing I know, she was gonna sell me. She put me in a cage.
How did you escape?
One of her men took me out of the cage.
I see.
I kicked them as hard as I could and ran. They didn't find me in the dark. And then I saw some refugees and tagged along.
Okay.
Stayed with them till I got here.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Refugees set up important shelters, or impromptu shelters around the square. Even with the city's heat, they must be freezing. Okay, so I can leave the area if I want to go out of the area. Pile of corpses. The bodies of Dorsey slain in the recent incursion were tossed haphazardly into the frozen fountain.
Hope the cleanup crew gets here soon.
Dorsey scum!
You're starting to reek.
Okay, paper boy.
Extra! New in town? Did you hear about what happened?
The young man is still in his teens. He carries numerous copies of a newspaper, the Colorado Patriot. We hear there's been trouble.
Sure has. Dorsey's got into the city, but nobody knows how. They started shooting up the place and killed a lot of people. Then they made a run at the Patriarch's palace. Oh, but they couldn't get inside. It took a while, but Sheriff Daisy and the marshals beat him back. Now they're holed up in the Garden of the Gods. Well, some of them, anyway. Others jumped in their trucks and ran for it.
I see. What do you know about the Dorseys?
Just what I've been told. Back before I was born, they were the family that betrayed the Patriarch and tried to take charge of Colorado.
Okay.
Thing is, everybody thought they'd been dead for years. I mean, there's tons of stories about how the Patriarch wiped them all out.
Where can we find Sheriff Daisy?
Oh, Marshall Station, right over there. You can't miss the pillories out front.
You need to report the news around here?
Yep. I work for the Colorado Patriot, only newspaper left in America. We tell people what's happening in the city and what they should think about it.
Okay. See you around.
Careful. Might still be Dorsey's hiding out in the city.
I'm sure there are.
Alias
Right.
Dorsey lives.
Dozens
He'll
killed by
kill
Dorsey
y'all.
thugs. Families taken hostage.
If
Okay.
it's too dangerous for you, marshals, maybe I should go in there myself. Sheriff Daisy! Sheriff!
Miss, please.
I've had enough of this. Why won't you people do anything? Ah,
Who's here?
marshals. Finally. I was beginning to think you were never going to help. Hold on now. You aren't marshals. You look like ruffians. Are you here to see the sheriff? Well, I'm first. I've been waiting here on tenterhooks for an hour.
What kind of help do you need for the marshals?
It's maddening. My family has been kidnapped by those no-good Dorseys, and the marshals will give me no answers about their situation. They won't even speak to me.
Fair enough. With the Arizona Rangers, we could help you.
Well, you look capable enough, but I don't know you from Adam. Why, you might be robbers or bandits. No. Thanks all the same, but I think I'll continue to wait on the proper authorities. Frustrating though that may be. Sheriff Daisy, I will not leave until you speak to me. But no one's even gone into the garden since I've been here.
It's a dangerous situation, Miss Wesson. We don't want to lose any more people.
Torres?
We should build some more watchtowers.
Miss Wesson, could you... I'm sorry. I have to talk to these folks. Sorry about that. Are you the Rangers? We were told to expect you. Sheriff Daisy's waiting for you in the back.
Cool.
Thanks, Torres.
Anytime, Marshal Kwan.
What are you working on?
Reports. Lots of reports. The Dorsey raid really tore up the town. Murder, looting, fires. They even attacked this station. Not that they got very far. It's been exhausting.
Okay. Any advice on how to handle Sheriff Daisy?
Don't blink.
Can you tell us about the marshals?
It's on the back of the box. We keep the peace here in Colorado Springs. Mostly, though, we do what Sheriff Daisy says. Thanks. If you've got any feedback, be sure to fill out a form.
Senior Marshal.
Deputy Torres, please. You have to let me talk to the sheriff.
Sheriff's busy, Miss Wesson.
Sheriff Daisy? The sheriff is a statuesque woman with greying blonde hair and steel in her smile.
Well, now you must be the Rangers. I'm the sheriff around here, but you can call me Daisy. Old Saul tells me you're a bunch of badasses, and I ain't one to turn away a badass, especially at a time like this. I reckon you already heard all about the Dorsey raid, so I won't bore you with the details. Suffice it to say, we whooped 'em good, and the survivors are holed up in the Garden of the Gods with a bunch of hostages.
Okay.
Thing is, I lost a lot of marshals. My boys and girls are tired and beat up. You want to make some fast friends around here? You could go into the garden and speak to those Dorseys for us. Maybe find out how the hell they got into the city in the first place.
Okay.
And by speak, you mean shoot the everlasting shit out of them and save those hostages, right, boss?
Quan, I hear you're some fancy liaison now. Old Saul taking my people without even asking? How dare he? Anyway, yes, you rascal. That's exactly what I mean. But question him first, you hear?
Okay.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
We'd be glad to help.
And I'm glad to hear it. The job's easy enough, if you like using bullets. Now, the Dorsey's hostages are from the fancy side of town. 100 Families folk. Try to get 'em out of there alive, or I'll never hear the fucking end of it. And please, take young Miss Weston with you. I need that girl out of my hair. In fact, I'm gonna insist. I'm telling Lupinski not to let you into the garden without her. But don't worry. She knows which end of the gun the bullets come out of. Go in there and kick some ass, Rangers.
Okay. No problem.
I'm not sure why the sheriff didn't assign me marshals, but, well, beggars can't be choosers. I am the Miss Wesson she spoke of. Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families.
Okay.
As Sheriff Daisy told you, they and some of our neighbors were taken hostage by the Dorseys, and I mean to free them. All of them. So, I am ready when you are.
Sounds like a plan. What was the Garden of the Gods? Sheriff Daisy didn't say.
It's a project of the Ward family. a showcase for their know-how. They grow food there using the latest technologies. Colorado Springs leads the world in science.
Okay.
But there are plenty of places to hide in the garden. The Dorseys could be laying for us anywhere. We shall have to be cautious.
Cool. Before we go anywhere, let's talk about your combat experience.
Certainly. My father taught me to shoot almost before I could walk, and I'm the best shot in the city.
Oh, it's true. She's a prodigy, all right. Also a pain in the ass.
Have you ever killed anyone?
No. But I have hunted. There's no need to worry that I will be shy about pulling the trigger. I promise, strangers, if it is to save my family, I will not hesitate.
Okay, hunter to hunter, what would you say was the right gun for hunting bison?
I believe you're trying to trick me, strangers. There is no right gun for hunting bison. The safest way to hunt bison is to stampede them off of a cliff, and only if you have a very fast vehicle.
All right then, let's go.
At last.
Lucia Wesson. Welcome. She's got a revolver. Level 5 revolver. She can also barter a little bit. She's the best barterer we have right now. Alright then, guys. Let's rock.
I hope you die slow. We ain't weak like you.
Let's not die, if we can help it. Dorsey killers inside. This building here. Oh yeah, I can rotate the camera, by the way, with Q and E. Just in case you didn't know.
Would I even keep a shotgun around if I don't use it?
Do you know who those outlaws are, Josiah? They're Dorseys!
Garden of the Gods is just north of Market Square. Marshal Lupinski.
Gun? Hang on. I'm not that old.
Oh, Josiah, just put down the gun and let someone else handle this, all right?
Okay, let's have a look.
I've never been able to talk sense
Come out of
into
there, you
Josiah.
sons of bitches!
Josiah, come on! Don't
Consarn it! You Dorsey peckerheads, get on out of there!
The old man is shouting to the nearby shop and waving a shotgun
Hush
around.
up now, Josiah. You can't go in there alone. They'll kill you.
You think I can't handle myself? I've put down worse than these in my time.
Oh, since when? You've been a shopkeeper all your life.
When she notices you, an expression of relief crosses her face.
Will you help me talk some sense into this old fool? If he goes after those Dorseys, he'll get himself killed.
Look, why don't you let us professionals handle this?
Thank you. Keep an old man from killing himself, will you?
Killing myself? Can't you pretend to have some faith in me, Martha? Especially in front of these soldier types?
He shakes his head and turns to you.
You do this, you'll get a nice discount at the shop. Assuming I still have a shop by the time it's all over. Well,
No worries.
go on then.
Right, so we've chosen to do this without his help, which means that we've chosen to do this without the extra pair of hands. But we will attempt to...
Shit, Hotlanders! We thought you was all dead. Back off!
No.
No one takes Dorsey blood and lives.
No, I don't think I will. Right. Punch. Punch again. The more combo you get, the more damage you do. Right. Joey with a shotgun. Run on in. Bye-bye. Okay. I've got gun, but I can't really do much gunning from here. Destroyed his box though, so that's good. Right, Banshee can't really do anything. She's useless for now. Still out of my range, unfortunately, but I can oversee in case they want to shoot Lucia. Let's move up to here and get down and guard. You take the extra points for next time. Ow. Cat's coming. You're gonna wish they never bothered with the cat. I'll kill you, motherfucker. Oh, come on. Right. Bye-bye. I've done a lot of crits. I just hope I'm not, like, blowing my load early on terms of crits. Okay, cool. Take all this shit, of course. Always take everything they've got. Always. Why wouldn't you? Right. All done.
Phew, boy, thanks again for taking care of those Dorseys. Say, if you got hurt in that scrap, you should see a friend of mine, Doc Parker. He set up a clinic in the Arapahoe garage, just outside the city gate.
Okay.
And here, a little token of
Oh,
our
thank you.
appreciation. Come on back after we reopen the shop.
Will do. Now, if I don't pick this lock now, which I can't, I'm pretty sure they won't let me do it because I'll be in there, like, they'll be upset that I'm trying to steal their shit. But, you know, it's all good. Every time that goes kong, I'm kind of scared. The snow drift is just the right balance of density and wetness to pack snowballs. No, I'm not going to pee on the snow. What am I, 12? Come on. It's a bunch of fucking thieves. Ah, right, lads. Come this way. We have shit to do. Firstly, always open up with a shot on Banshee. Always. It's just for the best. It's just a good idea. Dum-de-dum. Right. I can't shoot, but I can wait. Same here. I can't really do much, but I can sit and wait. You'll get more AP next time if you wait. Black eye coming up here. Scoop doop 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 doop. Chill over there. Ready to get up close and personal. Quan can go over here and wait as well in case they get close. And then Lucia can walk in the middle and wait as well. Although your chance to hit is, I mean, your range is not very good. Hello! Nice. Oh, they've all come in. Kill him. Kill him, cat.
Got a bead on him.
Okay, Banshee, you can walk over here. Then you can get a shot off on the thief leader. Like that. Beautiful. Now I'm going to just bunker bust the shit out of all of you. Then reload and do it again. Multi-kill. Right, so because I got multiple kills, everyone gets a slight higher crit chance. Right, so I can sit here. They can. It's only 38% chance. It's not great, but I managed to kill them. Nice. Very cool. Very nice killing. Right. I mean, the early game fights are going to be pretty easy because my guns are strong. But I'm not going to complain about having guns that are a little bit too strong. Better than being underpowered. Which you will be for most of the game. Trust me. Okay. Right. Now then. I can pick this lock because I've got level picking 3. I can also pick up this trash, which I should do, because there might be items in here. A sad banana. Alright, lads. Everyone come over here. We need to check for traps. With good perception comes great responsibility.
Came here for every class trip we ever had.
Is Buchanan a man?
Okay, let's have a look. The display is inactive.
Yeah, this whole place is a gloss. But who wants to hear all the ugly details?
Animatronics. Monster uniform. Traitor's weapon. Oh, I can repair this. Let's fix it. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Happy day. Get a med hypo. Get some ammo. Get a tape recorder.
Greetings, visitors. My name is Junko Murayama, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the Saul Buchanan, Colorado Heritage Museum. You're about to embark on a journey through history as we share with you the people and events that made Colorado what it is today. Our new and improved animatronic exhibits will bring history to life as you learn about the rise of the Patriarch, the unification of the 100 families, and their battles against the Monster Army and the Plains Gangs. The staff of the Colorado Heritage Museum asks that you do not interact with the exhibits. Ready? Let's go!
Okay, is it working now? No, the display's still inactive. Let's try and talk to old Baldy. A mechanical eagle in a red, white, and blue top hat slumps on the rustic perch.
Hello there. My name's Old Baldy, and this here is the Saul Buchanan, Colorado Heritage Museum, or as I like to call it, home.
Beautiful.
Me and my friends here are dedicated, telling the story of old Saul Buchanan and the refounding of the great state of Colorado, which is just the first step in Saul's plan to bring back the good old United States of America. Now, just stroll from stage to stage, and we'll tell you the story along the way. It's as simple as that.
Cool.
Any questions before you go?
Are you the American Eagle?
Look just like my picture, don't I? Now, wait a minute. Let me give you my good side. There you go. I gotta admit, though, I'm looking better than I was. Life's been pretty tough on old Baldy since the world went to pot. Lost a lot of feathers. But now that Patriarch Buchanan's rebuilding America, I'm starting to feel like my old self again.
That's what I like to hear. Tell us Buchanan's story.
Well, I don't want to spoil the show, but it begins with Saul's humble start in this very town. And it follows the trials and tribulations he faced uniting the 100 families, defeating the Monster Army, and bringing peace and security to Colorado.
Okay.
And, in case you were worried, it's suitable for children of all ages.
Great. Oh, come on, Baldy, just tell us the story.
Stop! Step back! It is against museum rules to fondle the displays.
Okay, that's all we want to know, thanks.
Then on with the show! Youngest son of the Buchanan clan. Brave survivors of the fall of man. Baby Saul grew straight like a tree. Could swing a sledgehammer before he was 3. Learned to read and write before he could walk. Finished all his schooling before he could talk. Showed all his teachers a thing or two when he taught them that a fact didn't have to be true. Is Buchanan a man? Oh boy, what a man! The strongest of men. You can say that again.
Okay. It's a little bit weird, but a can of baked beans to the bunker where the Patriarch's family waited out the deluge of fire. Canned food like this was all they had to eat and night to day when the Patriarch provided us with fresh, greenhouse-grown vegetables.
Then came the gangs of the eastern plains, hoping to for worldly gain. Old saw him coming and he rolled up his sleeves. He said, "You're all nothing but a pack of thieves." Strong as an ox at 70. He faced down the savages again and again, then drove them back to the desolate east.
My uncle tells me you're a man of questionable morals, Mr. Kwan.
Well, that's why I'm on the payroll. Somebody's got to get their hands dirty, so good folk like you can keep your hearts clean.
That's not how Colorado Springs works, Mr. Kwan. That's how you work.
Huh. I'm sure you know best.
I was listening to the song, damn you.
100 families came to see Springs, and all fell to fighting over frivolous things. Till Saul raised their heads to the circling wings of the vultures who were waiting to dine like kings. He said that the only way to save the land was to bury the hatchet and all shake hands. So they signed the treaty in a single day and begged him to lead them and show them the way. Is Buchanan a man?
I don't know.
Oh boy, what a man. The truest of men. You could say that again.
Okay, Patriot's weapon. A replica of the rifle Sheriff Daisy used when she fought the Patriot side during the war against the Plains gangs. For bravery, heroism, and tactical brilliance.
The marshals could always
He pointed up at Sheriff of Colorado Springs.
I thought you only took people who were a bit more crooked-like.
We don't discriminate. Long as you can shoot and follow orders.
Perhaps not, then. I can only do one of those things.
100 families. The original and authentic treaty united 100 families under the Patriarch's rule for the safety of the people of Colorado, signed by the Patriarch himself and representative of each of the families. Artificial limbs and augmentations taken from the bodies of defeated scar collectors after the legendary Battle of Pumpkin Center, where the Patriarch defeated the savage warlords of the Eastern Plains once and for all. Uniform as a soldier of the Monster Army, the gang terrorized Colorado Springs till the Patriarch defeated them and won their fealty. The bullet holes and blood shows the fierceness of the fighting. A traitor's weapon. The sword of Nelius Dorsey, who led his clan in an attempted coup against the Patriarch. Nelius and the Dorseys were defeated after a treacherous attempt on the Patriarch's life. Now they are no more. But we know that's not true.
With the families behind him, Saul went to war and fought all the monsters of Satan's bazaar. He lined them all up and he cut them all down till Flab the Inhaler surrendered his crown. Buchanan spared Flab and made him a deal. If your boys work for me, they'll never miss a meal. Flab signed up on the dotted line. Now his monsters keep us safe in the evening time. Is Buchanan a man? Oh boy, what a man. The truest of men. You could say that again.
Okay.
With the families behind him, Saul went to war and fought all the monsters of Satan's bazaar. He lined them all up and he cut them all down till Flab the Inhaler surrendered his crown. Buchanan spared Flab and made him a deal. If your boys work for me, they'll never miss a meal. Flab signed up on the dotted line. Now his monsters keep us
Okay.
safe in the evening.
It said I could hear some radio chatter, but I don't know what it's about.
Oh boy, what a man. The truest of men. You could say that again. Well, the Dorseys thought they had a better idea. Believed they could rule by murder and fear. Tried to steal Colorado from our patriarch, but all Saul proved his bite was worse than his bark. Drove out the Dorseys and gave their lands to the poor and the needy and the Indians. No mercy for the merciless was his stand, so he hunted the Dorseys to the very last man. Is Buchanan a man?
Is he a man?
Oh boy,
What a man.
The truest of
The truest of men.
You could say that again.
You can say that again. Okay. Good. Right. Yeah, so something over here is odd. Sound figures just like a marshal. Nothing about it is particularly distinctive. You hear some weird noise over your radio in the corner of this room. There's no cause of what might be causing it. Okay. So we don't know what it's about yet, but we don't really care either. Okay, it's been 35 minutes, so I'm going to call it here. Next time we'll go over to this shop, see what's there in the shop, and go and try and heal probably, and then go into the place where we have to go. See you guys then. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.